Incredible. They did like walkthroughs of this place, and it was set up on the inside and outside just like it was in the film. You can see like the breakfast thing, or if the people who lived here are like, oh, come on in, I'll make you breakfast. We'll light the candle and you can watch the show. Would you rank Pee-wee's Big Adventure on like your favorite films of all time list?
Top 5 easily.
Top 5 easy?
It's my favorite Tim Burton movie. It's one of my favorite movies ever.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too.
I love Pee-wee.
Especially my favorite Tim Burton film for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely. Yeah.
Do you think it cracks top 3?
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, it's very
I put it in
important
my
to me.
top 3. Exactly. It's amazing. Paul Rubens meant so much to so many people. This film, I think, it's just really put him on the map.
I was able to meet him twice.
Yeah, you met him twice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He wasn't even Paul Rubens after doing this movie. He was Pee-wee.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
The first time I met him, he had a gray suit on too, like no bow tie, but.
Wow. Just on Montrose here in South Pass, aka Haddonfield. There's PJ Soul's house in Halloween. Mama's family house right here at 1027. Love the green color. Love the green color. Covered this many times, but when you're in the neighborhood, might as well come check it out. Just like to drink coffee or take my time, walk around these spots. The extra house from Halloween here. And the infamous Michael Myers hedge. The Michael Myers hedge right here. Hey, creep. So, at the famous old school house here. Also in Back to the Future 2, and Biff kicks the ball up there. Maybe throws it. That's pretty cool. I can actually see into the kitchen. Almost looks like the kitchen that you see when they're talking in old school. But they had the Snoop Dogg show behind this house. And Will Ferrell did his streaking thing right here. Running right beneath the Peeping Tom branches. Peeping Tom tree over here. The animals are vocal today. The most famous tree on the planet. Back to the Future, 1985. Never miss an opportunity to admire this beautiful tree. GEO McFly fell from this tree. 1985. After shimmying up this branch right here, this is just the shimmy shot. And then they utilize this branch right here. You see this palm tree intersecting when he's laying there with the binoculars looking at Lorraine from her house. And he was falling down right here in the middle of the street. And Marty pushes him out of the way. He takes the hit. He lands right here in front of this house at 1800 Bushnell. His head was probably right in this vicinity. Stella! When in South Pasadena, coolest town on earth. Check out all the essentials. It's a classic inscription in the cement here. I wonder when this was done. It's almost fading, but it's Back to the Future. Filmed here, 1985. People do get up in this tree and climb it. I haven't done it personally because I don't want to break my neck and have to pay to go to the hospital. Could certainly ruin your time in LA, but here's the Peeping Tom branch. Since we're on Bushnell, we'll go up here. It's the exact path that Michael J. Fox chasing Crispin Glover down here. Why do you keep following me? Look at these things. Wow, this is something else. Jeez, they almost look fake. That's crazy. Would have been right over here, I think, that they cross over. Back over to George's house. George! Marty does wild sprint right here. George! You gotta take Lorraine to the dance. I'm just not ready to take Lorraine to the dance. Neither you or anybody else is gonna change my mind. Okay, so gonna go into the backyard here of the McFly house to get a couple shots. That's where they're doing the laundry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dog there, so you could just. This is where it was. Just to. Okay.
That's cool. It looks definitely looks a little
was
different.
right there.
They had the clothesline around here. Michael J. Fox, Crispin Glover.
Good. Well, I'm glad you enjoy the film. Okay, you take care.
You too.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
You're welcome.
You rule. Architecture here. Not gonna be getting in a fight, Dad. Daddy-o. Okay, so I may have been the first to ever been let back there. She usually doesn't do that. Very nice lady. Let me check that out. Just to think, Crispin Glover, Michael J. Fox, went across the street here. If I could live anywhere on Earth, I would live somewhere in Pasadena. And they got a pumpkin out over here. See that again? It's Halloween Town, Back to the Future Town. So pumpkins out all year round. These houses too, seen in Teen Wolf and Back to the Future. This house is just kind of in the middle of the McFly house and the Bain residence, so naturally, so cool to get to walk back there. I know a lot of people have wanted that opportunity. Spend all day on Bushnell, thinking about Back to the Future and stuff. Very nice of that lady. Let me see the backyard, George McFly's house. Back over the Peeping Tom tree before we push on. However, that was awesome. That was really cool. I didn't want to take more than like a minute of her time. It was very nice. And she said she doesn't usually let people do that, so thank you. And yeah, they've lived there. She said that they've lived there since right before they filmed Back to the Future. So, pretty cool. She's seen them all come and go. Guess all that's left to do now is climb this tree. And fall from it. Although I'm pretty small, so my legs will break right here in the street. Nice, Crispin Glover grabbing his bike. Hey, who are you? Who are you? That was cool. So now I can testify to exactly what it looks like back there. You got to see a quick little snippet. I wanted to keep it private for them. So it doesn't look the same. There's no clothesline there, but it is a nice, spacious, wide open backyard. Oh my. These things are rampant. As we're heading away here, just passed by the historic Rialto Haunted Theater here, used in the intro of Scream 2, and is also in a dream sequence, Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Michael
of course,
Jackson's
Michael
Thriller
Jackson's
video.
Thriller, yeah. Probably the most
Michael Jackson eating popcorn bean.
eating popcorn, yeah. I'd like to sit in there and eat some popcorn. All right, folks. Doug's Jerk Center. First spot on the Shakes the Clown cult classic filming location tour brings us to Casey's service station. This was the gas station where he arrived at after leaving Florence Henderson's apartment, waking up severely hungover. He comes here to put on his clown makeup here at Casey's service station. This was a gas station. Used to be pumps over here. And the first time you see Shakes, he arrives right here. There's him walking between the gas pumps that would have been situated right here between these two green poles.
The house across the street is still the same.
All right, the houses actually still look the same. Wasn't sure if you can make those out, but check that out. There are those houses, seen right behind him. Right there.
Want to get a free mug? Man, fucking people.
Bathroom, which this was the office. It would bathroom probably would have been in here, although we have no way of knowing for sure. Other thing we'll notice in this screen grab is that the sign says North Lake Avenue. It's been changed to just Lake Avenue. Now it's just Lake Avenue. Wow, there it is. Casey's service station, used in Shakes the Clown. Robert Francis Bobcat Goldthwait, filmed right here. Good friend of Weird Al, many other legendary comedians. This gentleman's pulling in. Legendary service station used in Shakes the Clown. I don't know where Oscar came from. I mean, he was on Al TV a lot in the 80s, and he would introduce him as Oscar Bobcat Goldthwait.
Really?
You never seen those ads and he's skipping around? Jesse, you actually had experiences with Bobcat.
Yeah, I met him. I was working at a bar in Annapolis, and he played 2 doors down, and I couldn't get off. I couldn't get my shift covered. So after the show, I got someone to just watch my shift for like 5 minutes, and I ran next door, and they did a meet and greet, and I just like snuck in there and met him. And I was wearing a Nirvana shirt, and he's like, "Dude, cool shirt." They're really cool. It's him and Dana Gould. I got a picture.
All right, that's pretty cool. There's Bobcat there to the left. Man, that's awesome. I'd love to meet that guy.
Yeah, he used to work for Nirvana, so he was like super stoked on my shirt.
Shakes the Clown himself. While we're here, I'll also mention that this was used as Bernie Mac's service station, the Bernie Mac Show. Rest in peace to Bernie Mac. Might as well include that. Same pumps that you see in Shakes the Clown. The pumps aren't still there, but this was in the Bernie Mac Show. Rest in peace to that man. So this next spot here, during the clowns doing their joyride, brings us to Farnsworth Park here in Altadena. So they pulled up right about here. We had to kind of figure out the angling and what's changed. And obviously this place has changed a little bit.
They built an addition onto the garage.
Okay, yeah.
Like there's a second story on it now. It's not a garage. It used to be like 2 garage doors down there, and that's it. You can see more of the house.
So they shot low kind of from down here, but this is where they pull up and they go, "Mimes! Catch the mimes."
Stop the car! Yeah, these clowns! Shit!
They actually make you think that they just head across this patch of grass coming out of the car and encounter the mimes, but the stage that the mimes are on is actually down this path. It's like an outdoor amphitheater. Pretty cool. Check that out. Very cool. And so they encountered the mimes right over here. So in this shot, take note of the stage. Notice how there's a staircase at the far left, at the far right, and one in the middle. The one in the middle has been removed. And so when they attack the mimes over here, you see Adam Sandler, Blake Clark, and Bobcat run at the mimes. Clowns! Here's where the middle staircase was here. You can actually see where it's been removed, and they put this plaque here. This has been here since 1938, this staging area. And they attack the mimes up here. You silent motherfuckers! Clowns and mimes, mortal enemies. Another crane shot from this angle, facing down on the whole amphitheater. Just like that, so it's high above us here. And you can see all the bleachers here. It's a really beautiful amphitheater. Did not know this was here until we started doing research for this film. Okay, so this is right where he put the mime in the trash can, then he kicks the can down there. Wow, that's awesome. So yeah.
So we'll go on the other side and get that angle.
Okay, but yeah, this is right where he pushes them off. That's pretty cool. It can be a little difficult to see, but he puts the mime in the can right there. You can see the stonework. Kicks him down there. And then Blake Clark, one of my favorite roles by him ever, as you see him in a ton of Adam Sandler films. The Water Boy, as Farmer Fran. Joe Dirt, oh, well, where you make it? Yeah, he's doing this. He's doing that. You get a shot of him. He's dressed in a pink dress, as you'll see right here. There's Blake Clark in Shakes the Clown, holding his fake breasts right in front of those stairs that you see right there. That's pretty cool. So when he does that thing with his fake breasts, you can see those stairs behind him. And he's right in front of, this, which is grown up significantly, of course.
And then he drags the dude up the...
He drags them up those stairs, yeah.
Where he kicked the trash can over.
Yeah, so this, where he dumps the guy in the can. Here's the actual angle. Sorry about any glare, but there's the stone wall here as the can's coming over.
All the stones line up.
Wall right here. That is awesome.
Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, wow. Look at that. Can line those rocks up. Exactly. Pretty cool. Blake Clark, right here. Adam Sandler. Okay, one more rundown of this amphitheater used in Shakes the Clown. The beating of the mime. The beating of the mime. Even Robin Williams has a scene in this movie that no one knows about, and he's a mime. Wow, really cool. Loving the stonework up here. Awesome. Just making my way to the top. And we'll get an angle looking down. Mimes! That's so cool. Attacking the mimes down there. You silent motherfuckers! If you've not seen Shakes the Clown, look for it. Hilarious. You might not be into it. We love it. This is so cool. After he dons his clown makeup, finishes his cigar, he shows up here to the first birthday party as we see Shakes the Clown in action for the first time. And he comes here. And Tim Kazurinsky, Saturday Night Live, also in Curb Your Enthusiasm, greets him over there at the front door. Hey, you're late, pal.
Think straight. 1, I'm not your pal. 2, I need $150 cash in advance up.
Here's a good shot of the front of the house. Luckily the street is a little bit elevated so we can see right over the gate. That's where Bobcat and Tim were, right at the front door when he lets him in. Good view of the property. It would be awesome to get into the backyard, match up the back windows and the deck he's entertaining the kids off of. Pretty neat. They got some really cool looking little free libraries here. Look at this. I love the woodwork in this thing. The Hellfire Club. That's pretty cool. There's a couple. Look at this pretty one too. Nana's little library. This is right outside the birthday party house. So they did utilize the backyard here in Shakes the Clown. It's a gated property, so I'm gonna get the best angles that I can, but back there is where you see Shakes in action for the first time, and it's an eye-opener. He may be drunk, he may have been hungover, but he knows how to entertain the kids. He's doing balloon tricks and animal tricks and balancing acts. And here's one of the best angles you can get from the left side of the gate. At least it isn't a very long driveway. You can make it out. It's pretty good. House pretty much looks exactly the same, so. Pretty awesome. We're probably one of the first people to come here. The number has to be less than 10 than people who have, for people who have actually seeked out this property and love this movie. Shakes the Clown. The inaugural birthday party scene. That's a really nice house. On a really, really nice street too. The trees. There's a house over here that just has every type of palm tree right on their property. Okay, gonna move on from this spot. It's bad we can't get in the backyard where the party was, but pretty cool anyway. Hey, you doing Shakes the Clown? Why are you doing Shakes the Clown? What about Beetlejuice? Just say my name 3 times. Now, love Bobcat. Love Shakes the Clown. Okay, so this was the school here. Pretty in pink. Same school. from A Nightmare on Elm Street, John Marshall High School, and they used the back for Grease. Been here many, many, many times. They even filmed a scene from Good Burger here. This was Dexter's school, but this is the school they used in Pretty in Pink. Love it. So much movie history. This school. It's Black Dahlia sitting right here. Isn't that cool? Look at that. That's awesome. You can see the window behind her there.
There's another shot of her.
Sitting right here. And then here's a shot here. So here's a better shot of what the doors look like way back then. This is even before they filmed A Nightmare on Elm Street here in 1984. Check it out. Check out the doors. The same way they did in Pretty in Pink and Elm Street and all that, but here's a shot of Black Dahlia right there. Look at those. Look at the windows there. Even the ones above still have the squares and the rectangles. So the ones above her head are the same. They've just taken out those square windows. 1931. A recognized historic cultural monument. So this is it. This is the high school in Pretty in Pink. And many other huge films. I just get serious Elm Street vibes here. Serious Springwood vibes. But also famously used in Pretty in Pink. Pretty cool. That this ledge here that Black Dahlia was sitting on, that's crazy. Another shot of the school from Pretty in Pink. Insane. Nothing's changed from like pretty much any of the movies that were filmed here. This whole ledge heads all the way down, seen in Elm Street.